Hey YouTubers, Profit Diggers. We're here with Luke Fielder today, and he's here with TriStar
Land Solutions
LLC. So tell us a little bit about the business you have, Luke.
Well, it's pretty new. Just started at the end of January of this year. I thought about opening my own business for the past 2 to 3 years, and finally got an opportunity to start it out. Pretty fortunate for that.
Yeah.
I've been doing it. I've been doing dirt work for about 18 and a half years. I got pretty lucky, I believe. I graduated high school in 2004 and went to work for a small local business around Dixon here, just as a summer job to try to make some money for the summer until I figured out what I wanted to do, and ended up making a career out of it. It's been pretty profitable since.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
Now, have you got a website or a phone number someone could call?
No, I don't have a website yet. It is still pretty new. We just got our logo done the other day. We still got to get it registered, and we're going to have a Facebook page, and it'll be TriStar Land Solutions LLC.
Got it.
My phone number is 615-533-0082.
Awesome.
Need to
Very
contact
good.
the company any at all.
Mostly servicing around the Dixon, Tennessee area?
Right now, just since we're starting out, until I get some more manpower built up, until we can start providing for more customers.
Great.
Yeah, fantastic.
So what sort of challenges have you faced so far starting your own construction company?
So far, it's just the main problems is just really figuring out how to start the business type. You know, just all the hoops you got to jump through just to get it going. Really.
Yeah.
You know, you're not really taught that anywhere. And even if you go to look on the state website, you know, it doesn't really tell you a whole heck of a lot about what your next step is. You know, you kind of got to figure it out on your own.
Yeah. You're talking about like the technicalities behind registering
exactly.
the business and getting all
legal.
the legal.
So what
contractions.
sort of sources are you using to solve those questions?
Trial and error, really. we've got the majority of them figured out now. I mean, we're smooth rolling now.
Yeah. Well, the government, they're very kind. If you like fill out some paperwork incorrectly, they'll usually send it right back. And ask for a minimal fee.
You know, this wasn't right at all. You got to do something completely different. But they're really good about not telling you what that is. That you
Right,
gotta do.
exactly. Yeah. Keeps things interesting.
Yeah. But no, everything's been. I got really lucky. I got hooked up with a guy that was able to provide us with the monetary support that we needed that I didn't necessarily have up front.
Awesome.
Because either you got to have a very sturdy background, a business background worth of credit, or a huge stack of monetary stuff to get into my line of work. And you know, we didn't have either one of those, so he provided us the opportunity with that to be able to provide the equipment that we need and help us along the way to be able to get the job done.
That's fantastic.
So how are you approaching the financial situation? Are you just paying yourself a salary that you would expect? Or?
Right. Yeah. I'm. You know, so we're working hourly right now, me and my whole crew all together, and you know, there's upcharges for your guys, for each individual guy, or you know, certain tasks that you do, and you know, and then obviously myself, I'm like you said, taking an hourly wage myself just so we can have a steady flow of income and pay myself that way.
Are you considering maybe? So you mentioned equipment earlier. Are you thinking about taking any excess funds you get and maybe buying your own equipment or leasing your own equipment or establishing a line of credit or something?
Yeah, so right now our main focus is just establishing a good line of credit, because you know, as a company you build credit just a lot like you do personal credit. And so that's our main goal right now, is just to establish a good credit history.
And is that with equipment rental and materials and like your advice to someone else who says I'm gonna start my business tomorrow? Is there a tip you'd have for them, sort of kind of getting the ball rolling on establishing that line of credit? Or
so from what I've been told is anywhere where you can start an account,
just
do
get
it. Even if it's at you know, for Heck,
Lowe's, anywhere.
Any local company or whatever that will allow you to start an account. Any kind of credit card that you can set up specifically for your business to just buy stuff for your business.
Sure.
And all of that takes into account for whenever you can start renting your own equipment, because a lot of the equipment that we use, I think like the cheapest piece of equipment we have right now is like $2,400 just for 1 month.
Right.
Yeah, and then it only goes up from there. Like I said, that's the cheapest one. That's for a little bitty small sheep's foot roller.
Right.
But like we have a dozer on site right now. It's a D65 Komatsu. I think it's priced at like $9,500 for a 1 month rental.
$9,500 a month.
Yeah, and if you don't have
a $200,000 piece of equipment
or more.
Yeah,
probably close to $300,000 probably, I'd say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow.
But yeah, so unless you have the capital to pay for it either up front, you got to be able to have the credit history to be able to pay for it that way.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
And they always look for references. And so if you have no references, then it doesn't matter. So that's why I say, like, any small local business that you can run an account through, that's a good way to build up references.
Mm-hmm. And we've talked about that before a lot in other videos in the past.
Yeah.
It seems to be the consensus is renting makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
While you're coming out of the gate, getting your feet under you.
For sure. I mean, and it's got its major upsides too, because whenever you're just starting out, if you say you do have the amount of money to be able, or a bank relationship to where you can go buy a piece of equipment, more than likely that piece of equipment is going to be old and wore out and used, and equipment breaks down. Equipment breaks down all the time.
Yeah.
And so say you have a $10,000 labor bill for a mechanic, you got to pay for that. You either got to fix it yourself or hire a mechanic to come do it, and who knows whenever they're going to be available to come fix yours.
Yeah.
They've got a list of stuff to complete before they get to you.
Yeah, and I bet heavy equipment mechanics are not standing around with nothing to do.
Oh no, they are in very high demand for sure.
Yeah.
So generally, when you rent equipment, are there any stipulations in there that say, like, okay, well, if you break this equipment in a certain way, that's not covered for repair?
Right, yeah, and you're liable for it, and it usually does come at the end of that month or whatever, whenever they come to pick it up. Is usually whenever they charge for that. But majority of the time, as long as you got good operators and you're taking care of your equipment and stuff like that, that's usually outside of coverage cost is very rare. Like right now, I've got a track hoe that got a log shoved up underneath it that we didn't even know about, and it blew a hydraulic line. We'll have to pay for that hydraulic line.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, as long as you got some good operators and you're looking after your equipment, taking care of it, you don't really have any issues with it.